Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, to a brand new video. My name is Emma, I'm 7 years old, and today I am going to be doing a completely different video on my channel. I'm going to be doing facts about me, and this is non-eating disorder related. This is literally completely just about me, and just about like my life and my past and things, because when I set up this channel, I thought people only wanted to see food and recovery content. I didn't think that people would like me as a person, to be honest. I thought people would just be here for, you know, my food and my recovery topics and my experience with my eating disorder and things, and that just wasn't the case. I did not expect to grow the way I did, and I didn't expect myself to, you know, set up a YouTube channel to be like focused on, you know, another topic other than eating disorder related, because for such a long time I feel like my eating disorder did define me. I felt like it did take away my identity, and I feel like that's all I was known as. I mean, my account name is Recovery Bakes after all. But like after some time, I started to realize that people will stop calling me Recovery Bakes and start calling me Emma, and they started to saw me as a person instead. And you know, people started asking me different questions, and it was just really nice to not be my eating disorder anymore, and for my eating disorder not to just be the main focus of my channel, for you guys to actually follow me because of me. And when I started to post less and less food posts, I always started to realize that the pictures with me in and the pictures of me living my life away from eating disorder topics, they always ended to get more likes. And I was really shocked by this, because I just wasn't expecting, you know, that reaction. I expected people to unfollow, I expected people to, you know, to leave my account and things because it wasn't eating related anymore, but that just simply wasn't the case. And it was just a really nice kind of thing for me that people are following me for me and not just for my food or my experience. Obviously, I'm always going to be here to do, you know, topics, and I still am thinking about going into recovery coaching and things like that, so I will always be here for that kind of side of things as well. But I also want to live my life a little bit on this channel as well, and I want to move away from them sort of topics. That's not saying that all my eating disorder topics will go out the window, because that's just not simply the case. You know, my eating disorder was a huge, you know, change of me as a person. It made me stronger, it made me, you know, become a different kind of person, good and in some bad aspects as well. But for a really long time, when I was stuck in my ED, I was a completely different person, and I just didn't have the courage to do a video about me because of the fact that I didn't even know who I was anymore. Like, I kind of just lost my identity as a person, and I lost myself when I was stuck in my eating disorder, and I didn't like the old me and I didn't like the new me, and I just didn't know who I liked anymore. And then now that I am further along in recovery, I love the old me. I love pre-ED Emma, and I'm starting to become that Emma again, because, you know, I'm not obsessed with food all the time, and there's loads of little things that some people have already picked out on as well in old pictures of me, like smiling, and I'm a lot more happier, as well as, like, you know, my laugh has completely changed, and that's just so weird for me. It's not like a fake laugh, it's a proper wheeze of a laugh now, which is completely weird for me, but it happens. Like, you change as for the better when you recover, and that's just a fact. Wow, so I was literally not expecting this response of questions. I was literally expecting just a few, because I obviously did a recovery questions thing. I was expecting, like, you know, everyone to ask questions just on there, but people actually have asked questions about me, so that's good. Favorite hobby? Probably gaming or baking. It used to be baking as my top one, but now I'm at that stage where I'm just like, I can't be bothered to bake, I just want to eat it. So like, I usually ask my mom to bake for me now, so I really can't really say I'm Recovery Bakes anymore. How tall are you? I'm 5'1". Well, no, 5'2". Yes, 5'2". Are you in a relationship? No, I am not. So I have been in a relationship in the past. I was in a relationship with Jamie, but I decided to go on a break with Jamie when I was recovering, when I went all in and stuff like that. And then now we have recently been back in contact again, and we starting to see each other more and stuff like that. So, you know. Do you have a lot of friends? Online, yes. Over social media and things, yes. In real life, no. one friend. If you count my mom, that's two. But seriously, I do not have a lot of friends. I lost a lot of my friends due to my eating disorder, and I'm a really introverted person, and I don't like going out. I don't like drinking. I don't like going clubbing. I don't like, you know, going to parties and things. I hate loud music places. I'm just not, you know, that kind of person. I'm a really quiet and like kind of like collective person at parties and things. I wouldn't really be socializing with anyone if I went to a party. But like, I guess it takes time for me to open up to people, and then when I do, I'm like a completely different person. Like I'm guess I'm the person that I'm on camera when I'm open up to someone. But like, it takes some time for me to just, you know, open up to someone. But you know, I guess I would like some more friends, but at the moment, I'm like kind of content with having closer friends and things than lots of friends. I'd rather have a few close friends than a lot of fake friends. What do you want your future job to be? I would absolutely love to own my own like, you know how I work for like my production company, my Let's Know Productions. I would love to own my own one, and maybe like work my way up in that company as well. I would love to do something like that. I would like to do something entertainment wise, and probably my dream job would probably be a YouTuber, but that's a bit unrealistic, come on. But like, you know, I would really like that. What's your dream job? YouTuber, or I really would love to be a detective, but it's just too much work, too much education, and I just don't have the qualifications to do that to begin with, and I don't really want to spend lots of years, because before you become a criminal investigator, you have to be in the police force for some time, and then you move your way up, and like, that just sounds so lengthy for me, and I feel like I would be better as my own boss, because not that I'm like bossy, well I am bossy, but like, just that I like to, you know, I'm a really organized person, and when things don't feel organized, it gets me so stressed, and I feel like I would constantly be like attacking people for not being organized or like not being on time and things, and I just feel like I would just be my best boss. Do you have a pet? I do. I have a dog called Max, and he is 4 years old, and he is like my absolute world. I love him so much. What is your favorite celebration? Christmas. My family has always went out for Christmas every single year. I'm so lucky to have a family that like has always went out on like traditions and things, so like even on Halloween and things. Even when there's been times where we haven't had that much money, they've always went out their way to, you know, make Christmas and traditions extra special. Did you go to school? I did go to school, and then I got homeschooled for some time, and then I had a private tutor, and then I kind of just quit school, so yeah. But it was all for the right reasons, and education can wait, your mental health can't, so. Top 5 favorite movies. Oh, this is a hard one. I generally really love Shrek. Like, when I say that to people are like, what the hell? But I genuinely love Shrek. I love, I'm currently like, I didn't think I loved Frozen 2 that much, but I just feel like it really resonates with me as a person, so definitely Frozen 2. Tangled, a lot of Disney movies to be honest. Bee Movie was actually really good, and I really like White Chicks because it's so funny. Oh, I did 5 movies already, and also Christmas in the Cranks, even though that's 6, but well. What is your favourite quality about yourself? I'm extremely open-minded with everyone, I guess. I'm not the person to quick to judge, and if someone came to me and told me something, I wouldn't judge them whatsoever. I'm really open with pretty much everything, and I get so angry, like the anger I just get when, like, you know, I hate things like, you know, racism. I hate anything to do with like hate towards the LGBT community. I hate anything like that, and I'm so like just open-minded with everyone, and I just like to give everyone their own, you know, equal respect, because everyone deserves the equal respect, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get why people have to hate on people when things that doesn't even affect them. Like, who cares if someone like likes the same gender, or who cares if someone doesn't want to like, you know, say that they're a certain gender? Like, does it affect you? No. So why are you making such a big deal out of it? Like, honestly, it's so annoying. Do you plan on going to university? No, I do not, unless, you know, some magical thing happened in the future where I decided to go to university, then maybe. How is your family and what are they called? My mom is Audrey and she is doing fine. My dad is David and he is doing fine. He's currently on his PlayStation. I have 3 sisters called Jasmine, Leanne and Louise, and they're all doing fab. And obviously I have my dog Max. Favorite song of Melanie Martinez? I really like Strawberry Shortcake currently, and I also really like Bittersweet Tragedy, which is one of her like kind of unpopular songs, but I personally really love it. Do you ever think you would start your own online gluten-free bakery shop? Completely, yes, definitely. I would love to do that. Probably when I move out this house though, because you have to go over loads and loads of guidelines to like own your own gluten-free bakery shop. Like you have to get like your fridge temperatures done and everything, and it's a bit like and if I did gluten-free also, you can't have any gluten in the house. Otherwise you can't call it gluten-free, you have to just call it no gluten containing ingredients. And obviously my dad and my sister aren't gluten-free, so there is gluten in the house, therefore I can't really sell gluten-free goods. Even if I fully cleaned the entire kitchen and made sure, because obviously I had to clean accessories, and make sure there was no sign of cross-contamination, I still couldn't sell it as gluten-free, which is kind of stupid, but you know. Aspirations for the future. You know, get married, learn how to drive, not in this order by the way, have a family, get a good job, and yeah, like I guess I would also like to do lots of things with eating disorder awareness as well, such as going to schools, do presentations in schools, and just educate the younger generation about eating disorders, and just spread more awareness about diversity with eating disorders, and how, you know, not to judge anyone who has an eating disorder, or like, you know, not to expect a certain stereotype of eating disorders like bodies and things. So I would like to do something like that. Your nationality, how that feeling your parents are from somewhere else? Just thinking. No, my parents are born in the UK as well. Funny enough, my mum was actually born in this house that we live in, literally downstairs. And my dad was born obviously in hospital, but he lived literally around the corner to this house. And my parents have been together for a really long time, since like they were like friends when they were like 12 years old, and they're now like 52 and they're still married. So like that's kind of cute. They got married when they were 18, so that's like kind of really young. That's me, like that's me this year. I couldn't imagine marrying at this age, or like no. Favorite animal? I love penguins, elephants, and I love butterflies as well. What job do you want in the future? I already answered that. Favorite book? Probably I really like Tabitha's book. I've had a little bit of a reading online, and I still need to buy the physical copy though of it, because I want the physical book. I also really love Pretty Little Liars, and I also like The Hunger Games. Biggest dream ever? Oh, that's a hard one. You know, like I would love for there to be like a cure for eating disorders, like something that you would just be able to take, and all of a sudden you get to think clearly and you're able to eat without any thoughts. And like I just think that would be so good. Like imagine that, guys, imagine that. It'd be so good for everyone. Yeah, probably that. Let's have a look. Favorite school subjects? I loved English, business studies, and health and social. Favorite holiday you've been on? Kos. We stayed at this lovely hotel called the Holiday Village Kos. Can't speak. And it was just so pretty, and it was just so nice. And I just remember eating lots of Cheetos on the beach, and that's just always stayed in my mind. What baby names do you like? I would love to call my baby girls either Harmony or Aurora or Belle. I'm thinking Aurora though. I know it's a bit early, and I know I'm not getting pregnant anytime soon, but yeah, for boys' names I'm so difficult. I would really like a unique boy's name, maybe like a Greek name like Theo, or I don't know, something like that, like Theodore, I don't know, something like that. What are your hobbies? Already mentioned that. Where did you travel? I've been to like Spain, Greece, and a couple other places. What's your favorite, oh no, pet peeve? People chewing really loudly. I really have a weird thing for, not that I'm like a germaphobe or anything, but I don't like slava, or like, you know, when someone's sneezing next to me, like if they don't put their hand over their mouth, I will literally attack them. Like if they just went like sneezed all over, and like I would just literally like boil up and become a kettle. But like it just really bugs me. What was your latest dream you remember in your sleep? What was my latest dream? That's the thing about dreams, like you just never remember them. I think it was like I was at this place called Pet's Quarter, which is near me, and I lost my iPhone. Well, someone stole my iPhone 11, and I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my god, my parents gonna kill me, I'm not gonna be able to get like it back, and they've got like all my private information on, they've got my Instagram, they could do anything. I was just freaking out about it. That was probably it. I know, like first world problems, eh? What clothes do you like to wear the most? Leggings and comfy jumpers like this. And that's in my pajamas, so yeah. Favorite artist? Melanie Martinez. What are your favorite TV shows? Pretty Little Liars. I've been currently obsessed with The Good Doctor. I've been currently obsessed with that. I really liked The Walking Dead back in the day as well. What else was it? The Umbrella Academy. I really enjoyed that. What else? I don't know. I tried to watch Vampire Diaries because everyone was like, if you love Pretty Little Liars, you'll love Vampire Diaries, and I was like, I just couldn't get into it. Like I cringed so much, and like for someone who's watched like Twilight and things, like I expected to be prepared. I was like, I'm going into this ready, like I'm expected to be cringed. Like I'm one of them people that cringe at pretty much everything. But I expected it to be less cringy, and it just wasn't. And I was sitting there, and I usually watch series with my mom because she's just usually gets into like loads of weird stuff as well. I mean, like I sat and watched Teen Wolf with my mom, and that was super cringy. But like the more I watched of that, the less cringy that got. So I might rewatch Vampire Diaries and see if that gets less cringy. But like, I remember sitting and I was like, more. What is your favorite thing about your family? We're a really open family, and I can speak to them about anything, and I mean like anything. And I'm never really embarrassed in front of them ever, and they just really love me, and like we never ever go a day without saying love you to each other. So like I guess that's always kind of cute. Favorite place in the world? Home. Can you show us photos of you when you were little? Yes, I shall. What kind of music do you listen to? A lot of different types. I like indie, I like pop, I like songwriting music. I like so much different music. I love 80s music, I love like 70s music. My music range can just really vary. Like I can go from like Arctic Monkeys to Melanie Martinez to like Belinda Carlisle. So like that just goes to show you the weirdness of my music. What would you like to do later? Like later today or later in life? I've already answered that question. If it's later in life. What are your talents? I'm a good listener. I can like learn things quite quickly, so I'm a rapid learner. I can pretend to be confident, I guess. If there was a cringing battle, I would win the cringing battle because I cringe so easily. I'm also quite good though. You know them try not to laughs? I kind of like keep my face quite straight, like that for like a long time. So like I guess I would win one of them. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I say too many times. What did you want to be when you grew up as a kid? I wanted to be an actor, well, actress, and I wanted to be a YouTuber still when I was a kid as well. I was obsessed with the Sims YouTube channels. Like, Simmer was just like, I just idolized her so much, and I just loved her so much. But like, yeah, I guess what was and I also wanted to be a criminal investigator even when as a child, which is quite weird. You were so cute as a child. Thank you, recovering Yoni. That's so cute. Let me have a look. Someone asked if I believe in God, and I feel like that's a really controversial topic. My dad was born into a really Catholic family, but he didn't kind of like push it on to us. And I guess I have some Christian beliefs, and I feel like I'm definitely not a Catholic. But like, I guess I am baptized, and like, you know, I just, sometimes it's just really hard to believe the whole thing, but sometimes there is like little hope. I feel like there's definitely something beyond this life, and I feel like whether or not that's like roaming the earth or whether or not that's heaven or hell, I feel like everyone has different views on this, and everyone has different religions and things, and I just say you do you, boo. What is your favorite childhood memory? When I was little, my dad took me to Phoenix, which is a really big store that's really overly priced, and it also usually has really beautiful Christmas windows every Christmas. And it's a tradition for you to go and see the Christmas windows at Phoenix. And my dad took me out this day because my sister was going to a party, and I remember being so disappointed because I wasn't doing anything that day, and my dad decided to take me out that day, and it was snowing and it was near Christmas, and we went to go and see Phoenix window, and we went to go for some food, and we tried to go to McDonald's, but the queue was like out the door. So then we tried to have Burger King, and the Burger King was disgusting. This was before I was celiac as well. And then my dad took me to go and go upstairs in Phoenix, the store, and they had Build-A-Bear, and we got this Build-A-Bear. I've actually still got the Build-A-Bear underneath my bed. It's a pink Build-A-Bear, and it still says, I love you, I love you. That was like an excellent impression of that Build-A-Bear, by the way. And I just really loved that bear, and I just remember how special I felt on that day. And I just remember I got off the bus though, and the snow was so heavy that I was wearing really high boots that were like up to my leg, and they were just filled with snow because it was just so heavy. And that's just probably my best memory of my childhood. What is your spirit animals? Currently, it is a butterfly, because of that quote that when the caterpillar thought its life's over, it became a butterfly, and I just thought that was adorable. We're almost finishing. Are you closer to your mom or your dad? Ooh, this is a hard one because I feel like we're both like equally as close. I'm closer with my mom with different things to my dad. So with my dad, I'm closer to things like humor and music and like things like, you know, TV shows and things like that, like as in movies and stuff. Whereas with my mom, I'm more closer to her with like mental health and TV shows, like as in like, you know, teenage TV shows and things, and obviously other girly things. Whereas like with my dad's really understanding of my mental health and things like that as well, but it's a lot easier to talk to my mom, and I see my mom more, but like I wouldn't really choose one or the other. Let's see. Were you always a perfectionist? I would say I was one. Who was your first pet? I had lots of fishes, but like although fishes count, we had some weird fishes. That one had like a bladder problem, so that it would swim upside down, and then we had to feed it peas for it, because peas use as weights for the fish, and it makes the fish turn back upside down and start swimming normally again. Well, technically it wasn't swimming normally, it was just like swimming like up the other way, even though technically if we didn't feed it peas, it would still be on its like back. But we fed it peas anyways. They were called like different names, and I can't really remember all the names. I think one was called Thor, one was called Nemo, and I can't remember what the one was called. And then I had a Jerry, which was a hamster. Well, actually, first of all, I had Nosy, who was a hamster, and I specifically remember one day when I went down and it bit my finger and I was crying. And then I had Jerry, who was a lovely hamster. It was literally so lovely. I hate Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell's a judge. You probably already know if you live in America and stuff anyways. But like every time the X Factor came on, it would literally just go around this wheel again and again and again. And I love Jerry so much. So precious. So precious. Favorite skincare and makeup brands. I love Superdrug's own brand of skincare because it's so good. Honestly, it's cruelty free and stuff like that, so that. What's your favorite person to dress as for your job? Who did you enjoy being the most? I really enjoyed being Ariel, actually. I guess I really how bubbly she was, and I would really like to be Belle. So still waiting to be Belle, guys. Still waiting to be Belle. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit about me, and thank you guys for watching it, and goodbye.